Hello and Shavua Tov. That is what we will traditionally say to each other after Shabbat. Right now it is Motzei SHABBAT, which is what we call the Saturday night. It is the night after Shabbat because Shabbat ends at sundown on Saturday. So I'm just gonna take you guys through filming what we do on a typical Motzei SHABBAT. Now, I will say that this Motzei SHABBAT is in winter, so Shabbat ends a lot earlier. It's around 6:30 right now. Shabbat ended a little bit ago. So we have a little more time to do stuff tonight than we would on a night, say in the summer when Shabbat is ending around 9 o'clock. Then we're just going straight to bed. We had a really lovely Shabbat. We just stayed at home. We didn't have any guests. We didn't go out anywhere. So we are all feeling extremely relaxed and rested after a beautiful day of curling up on the couch and reading books together and enjoying the company of our family at meals and just having a very slow pace, whatever pace we wanted today. We did a family walk this afternoon and another walk this evening. And it was just lovely, really lovely. A bit chilly, but lovely. But I'm taking you guys along tonight on a winter Motzei SHABBAT. So, all right, let's do this. So the first thing that I like to do Motzei SHABBAT is clean up the dinner dishes. The third meal that we eat on Shabbat, we call it third meal, and it is around dinner-ish time. It has to be before sundown, so we usually eat it around 4 or 5 here in the winter time. But we're not allowed to start cleaning up from that meal before Shabbat is over, because otherwise that would be preparing for after Shabbat. And we don't want to prepare for after Shabbat on Shabbat. We just want to keep Shabbat like as it is. So once that meal is over, I just leave the dishes there on the table until Motzei SHABBAT, after Shabbat, and then I can start clearing things away. Now, I do especially like to get everything cleared off so that I can set up for Havdalah, so that when my husband comes home from services, he can just sit down and do Havdalah, and then we can get on with our evening. My name is Hannah, by the way, and I'm so glad that you have found my channel. This is Jar of Fireflies, and here you're going to find content all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, so here I am just pulling out the items that we need for that Havdalah ceremony, which is the official close of Shabbat. So this way, when my husband comes home from services, like I said, we'll be ready to get started whenever we're ready. Okay, I've gotten the table cleared off now and we are set up to do Havdalah. If you want to know a little bit more about Havdalah, by the way, I will link a video up above for you to check out, but we will go through the Havdalah ceremony without explanation, just for you guys to hear it in this video here in a few minutes. But anyways, I'm gonna get to work on cleaning up because my husband is still at the evening service at our synagogue, which is called Arvit. So he is finishing that up probably here pretty soon. And then we'll get started on Havdalah once he gets back home. So since he's still not here, I'm gonna go ahead and start tackling some of this just to get that out of the way. On any day, I like to wake up to a clean kitchen. And of course, you know, Motzei SHABBAT is no exception to me wanting to stay up and get things cleaned. Otherwise I end up waking up first thing in the morning and cleaning everything like crazy. So I try to get everything cleaned up Motzei SHABBAT, even on Shabbat in the summer when it's ending really, really late, because it just starts my week off really, really beautifully. And I guess that's another thing I should mention. So this is the beginning of the week for us. We have Shabbat at the end of the week, and then now we have the new week. So the traditional greeting, like I said in the beginning of this video, is Shavua Tov, and that literally means, so Shavua means a week and Tov means good. So you're telling people to have a good week. So it's a pretty traditional ingredient that you might put in an email or in a text message, or you might just say to somebody that you see. But Shavua Tov is totally normal to say for the next day or so. Before the pandemic, we usually would spend third meal out at a friend's house. So having third meal at home is a little bit of a change for us, but it has been a very nice change. Leftover challah is always a treat. It makes great French toast on Sunday morning, so that's a pretty typical breakfast for us when we have leftover challah. So here I'm just picking up some foil that we used to warm food up there on our hot plate, which is that large black thing sitting there. And then I've got it plugged into the wall on a timer. So that way it's not staying hot for the entire, 25 hours-ish of Shabbat. Well, gosh, I'm feeling incredibly productive right now. Let's check the time. It is, okay, so my husband should be home from services very soon. It's about 6:45, so I am going to pop in and see what the kids are up to. The kids normally on Shabbat just kind of keep playing. They don't really want to stop just because Shabbat is over to turn on a podcast or watch a TV show or anything like that. They just keep doing what they're doing, which is playing with toys. It's nice that they kind of drag Shabbat out a little bit further into the night. Okay, so tonight's kind of going incredibly smoothly and I'm digging it. All right, so now all I have to do is wait for my husband to come home from services, which should be any moment now. And then we'll do Havdalah, and then I might make pizza tonight. My husband made pizza crust and pizza sauce earlier this week, so I have them ready to go in the fridge. I don't want to say like tradition because it's not like it's been going on for like forever, but it's very common for Jews to have pizza Motzei SHABBAT. I don't know why, it just is a thing. But I think we may end up doing that tonight. We've heard our friends talk about pizza, having Motzei SHABBAT pizza the past few weeks. And so my kids have been kind of like, why don't we have pizza? It's not something we normally do, but it is something very typical of Jews on Saturday night. So yeah, I think we might dive into that tonight, just because it is so easy to do since it's already pretty much made. But I am gonna wait on turning the oven on and that sort of thing until after my husband comes home and we do Havdalah. It's really better to wait to do anything until after Havdalah, but once Shabbat is over, which is about 45 minutes after sundown, then it's fine. You can go back to using things like your phone and things like that, which is why I'm using my camera right now, but it is preferable to say Havdalah first. But I didn't want to wait that long to film because, I don't know, there's stuff that I do at this point. Okay, so I just heard the Dexcom alarm go off, so I'm going to see what's going on with blood sugar, and hopefully we'll be doing Havdalah here in just a few moments.
אדוני אלוהים יעזור לי וירשיעני כולם כבגד יבנה שיוכלם פורד ערכתי לבדי ומעמי ממני שיתי ודרכם באפי ורמסם בחמתי ויעז נצחם על בגדיי בכל מלבושי הגלתי ראשון לציוני נהינם ולירושלים מבשרתן אל תשמחי ואהבתי לי כי נפלתי קמתי כי ישב בחושך אדוני אור לי ליהודים מטר ושמחה וששון ניכר וידע בכל דרך המשכיל ואדוני עמו ונוח מצא חן בעין אדוני כן ימצא חן ותמצאו חן ושכל טוב בין רבים אדם קומי אורי כי באורך וכבוד אדוני עלייך זרח כי נחושך חסר צבח אפילומים ועלייך יזרח אדוני וכבודו עלייך יראה אברך את שם האל אברך את שם האל הגדול והנורא כוס ישועות אשא ובשם אדוני יקרא כוס ישועות אשא ובשם אדוני יקרא ענה אדוני הושיענה ענה אדוני הושיענה ענה אדוני הצליחנה ענה אדוני הצליחנה הצליחנו הצליח דרכנו הצליח לימודנו הצליח עסקנו הצליח פרנסתנו הצלחנו כלדנו ושלח ברכה רווחה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידינו כי תכתיב יישא ברחמת אדוני וצדקה מאלוהי ישעו ליהודים היותר בשמחה בששון ויקר וכתיב ויהי דוד לכל דרכיו משכיל ואדוני עמו כן יהיה עמנו תמיד צברי מרנן ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן
אמן
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא מיני בשמים
אמן
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא מאורי האש.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המבדיל בין קודש לחול בין אור לחושך ובין ישראל לעמים ובין יום השביעי לששת ימי המעשה. ברוך אתה אדוני המבדיל בין קודש לחול.
Amen.
אמן.
Okay, now that Havdalah is over with and I've gotten our table back with its weekday tablecloth and the kitchen is clean, I feel like it's still a little too early to make the pizza. My kids stay up really late, so I don't really want to make it quite yet. But, and we just had third meal. We have a meal towards the end of Shabbat, which, you know, we just ate right before Havdalah because the day is so short. You kind of eat lunch, go for a walk, come back, eat your third meal, and then you do Havdalah. And I don't know, the days are short. It's quick. But anyways, so I am here in my sewing room, which is still a work in progress, though it is almost finished, which is super exciting. And I wanted to work on my planner for next week. Now I'm trying a new kind of planner pages that I put together myself, and that's working pretty well for me so far. So once I finish kind of making a year of these, I'll have it printed and spiral bound for myself, and that'll be my little treat for me. But in the meantime, I'm gonna work on getting everything that we need to do for next week for school, get it all planned out, because we like to do school on Sundays and that's tomorrow. So I need to know what we're gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting all that stuff written down and meal plan and stuff like that for next week, because I like to do that on Saturday nights so that I am prepared for the week ahead. So I definitely like to do this planning on Saturday night because that just sets me up for the week ahead of being nice and organized. So the first thing that I am writing down are any appointments that we have, anything that has to be done at a certain time or a place that we have to be for the next week, because that helps me plan out the rest of my to-dos and how much school we're going to do in any given day. So now I'm writing down my to-dos for the week, just certain things that I know that I need to get accomplished. So I'm writing down what days I think that would be best to try to get those things done. Things like I needed to bake bread, we've got a Cub Scout pack meeting coming up, and a Girl Scout bridging ceremony I've got to plan, just things like that. Important obligations. So now I'm getting started on meal planning. So now that I know kind of what my days are going to look like, I could start planning my meals accordingly. So for example, on the day that we go to nature group, I have spaghetti night because that's an easy, quick meal to plan when we've been gone most of the afternoon. And now I can start filling out what we're going to be getting done for school. Now, I've kind of changed the way that we're doing school. I used to try to do as much school as I could in one day so that we would have more free time during the week. And now I'm trying to do school where we do a little bit less on a little bit more days. So I'm just writing down what the plan is because I've purchased curriculums that outline what we should do. So I'm just writing those things in my planner so that I can cross them off as we have accomplished them. I'll have to loop back and let you guys know how this works out for us. But yeah, because we've only just started it this week. Okay, now that I've gotten really done everything that I want to get done on a typical Saturday night, I am now digging into that pizza in the fridge. So I'm grabbing the sauce and the pizza dough that my husband has already made and cooked. So all I have to do is spread the pizza sauce on there, sprinkle it with some cheese, and put it in the oven. I would probably make pizza more often on a Saturday night if it was this easy all the time, but I guess that is just more prep work on my part. If I was just planning out during the week and have this stuff ready to go, then it wouldn't be a challenge. So, but yeah, this was super easy and it was such a fun treat that we may start doing this a little bit more often. Okay, and that is that. The pizza's gonna be ready in just a couple of minutes, so we're gonna eat that and then go to bed. I hope you all enjoyed seeing my Motzei SHABBAT, my Saturday night. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I would love to have you around. Drop me a note in the comments and let me know how you like to spend your Saturday nights, and let's get that conversation going. I really enjoy getting to know you guys down there. All right, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.